Hey everyone, welcome to open beta of Wow Ascension. This video here is a little tutorial guide to get you going with open beta and very quickly because there's only 1 week left. But this video will also prepare you for future open betas that they're going to do. I believe that they'll probably do 1 or 2 more open betas before release. But this tutorial will help you get started because I know it can be a little hectic in getting started, especially as a new player. So that is what we're here today going to do. We are going to get you hooked up to open beta so you can start playing, and then you can get to level 58 and look badass like this. Yeah, I love my Valkyrie. I've been having so much fun with my Valkyrie. It's unbelievable what I'm doing in PvP, but I'm having way too much fun, and I want you guys to have just as much fun as I am currently within open beta. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, like any other game, you have to install it onto your computer. So what you're going to do is just type in Wow Ascension just like that into Google, and the first thing you'll see is the full big page. All you have to do is just click on Download Ascension, and then the page will load. When you get a menu pop in, you have to create an account. As you can see on the top right, I'm already logged in and I already created an account, but you have to create an account first. Once you're on this page, it'll ask you a question if you want to decline or accept cookies tracking what you do on their website. It doesn't really matter what you pick, but at the same time that you just got into this website, in your download folder, it's already downloaded the install setup on your computer. I'm just going to pick Ascension and it'll say, yes, thank you for downloading Ascension. So now you just go to your download folders. Then after you get done with the installation, then once you're here on the launcher, what you're going to do is click on live and click on the PTR. And that's going to switch the client to basically the open beta client. Once you get done switching it, it's going to say you might have to update the files and verify the files, or it'll say ready to play, and then you just click on it. Mine's already up to date, so it's going to launch automatically. So while you're waiting to verify your files and launch the game, and even before you launch the game, let's go ahead and install some add-ons that will help your gameplay a lot. It's going to pop in a menu, and then it's going to have a drop down, and you can pick anything that you want. The ones that you want to pick is AI voiceover. I already have mine installed. So what AI voice overall does is that anytime that you're doing a quest, most of the quests in this game is not voice acted at all. So a lot of people don't really take the time to read the text. But with the AI voice, it will actually read all the text and description and will tell you what the quest is about. Really cool feature. Brings a really good immersion to the game. Definitely a must-have for sure. The next one is Atlas Loot. It helps you look at the loot that you want to, progress into and start farming, and see all the different rewards that you can get within the game, within dungeons, raids, and all that fun jazz. Very good if you're trying to really build a specific character that's custom and different. Trying to build like an off-meta build. Auto quest, basically it helps you, complete quests, and I think it tells you the next one. So it kind of sets up this kind of quest line to help you quest better. Good quality life so you don't get lost. It's definitely good for new beginners. The next one is going to be details. So details is very important. It shows the DPS that you're doing, especially when you're in dungeons and PvP and stuff like that, and it shows you the little different things that your character does, or especially if you're in PvP, if you get hit with like a one-shot ability, then you get to see what it is, and you can actually send a bug report to it if it's totally broken. But yeah, this is definitely a must-have. It's really good to see what you're doing and how your performance is doing. And if you're, underperforming, then you know that you can try to strive to do better. And lastly, this is a really cool add-on that I'm just now using currently, ELV UI. So basically, it rehauls your whole UI system. You can do nameplates. Your skill bars looks nice and clean. It looks kind of like cyberpunkish type ordeal. It's like really classy. The only problem that I have with it at the moment, and the only reason why I'm actually really using it is for PvP, because right now this is the only add-on that I was able to find is that when you press the key, there's no option within the game default where you press the key and it'll actually do the spell automatically. By default, with the normal WoW, um, is when you press on the key, you have to release it and then it'll cast the spell. So that can be really, it can kind of hurt your DPS, especially in PvP when your key binds. You know, you're trying to do really fast DPS and you're thinking when you hit the button, it's going to cast right away, but no, you have to release the key. So if you press one on your keyboard to use the spell, it will not cast until you release that one button. But with Eve, it has that once you press the key down, it'll actually cast a spell. So that's why I'm using it for PvP. The only problem that I have with it breaks immersion. I can't see if the enemy's doing target to target or who's targeting me, but it breaks the immersion a little bit for me. But it's okay because once I'm in PvP and then I'm just going crazy, I kind of the immersion kind of goes away. But yes, so when you do install ELV, it's kind of like an advanced thing to use and it takes some time and it can kind of kill your immersion within the game. If it's killing your immersion, just all you have to do is just right click and click remove and it'll remove it from your add-on. So, but yeah, that's the only reason why I'm using it is so I can have that press down key and cast a spell right away. So that is pretty much it for the add-ons. There's other ones that you can do, like Deadly Boss Mods. That's a major one for raids. So now we're going to go ahead and open the game and create our character. Then the launcher is going to launch, and this is going to be your main page. What you're going to do is you're going to put in your account name. So if your account name is I love World of Warcraft, then you would actually type in I love World of Warcraft as your account name, and then you put in the password that you created with your account, and then you log in. Once you're logged in, you're going to see 4 beta clients that are currently live at the moment. The one that you want to focus on is the one on the very far left that says Conquest of Azeroth Open Beta COA, and you want to click on this one. If you want to play the closed beta of Conquest of Azeroth, which is full level 60, I think they actually opened up the Nixia raid for testing. Um, I think they're doing a special right now too, which is like $15 to get into the closed beta. I'm, as you can see, I am in the closed beta, but it is actually behind a paywall. And that's the cool thing that I want to discuss with WoW Ascension is that you don't have to worry about the paywall. This is closed beta. This is the only place that has a paywall, and it's a one-time fee. There is no subs, there is no subscriptions. You don't have to worry about any of that. And then once the game goes live, it's going to be free. So basically, if you like with any other private server, if you're enjoying their game, you're having a good time. If you want to tip the developers, you can purchase transmogs, donate if you want to keep the servers up. But that's how they basically roll. There's a whole bunch of private servers that run the same way. But yeah, it's going to be really weird not paying a WoW sub subscription playing this game, which is really awesome. And I think that's one of the things that's always killed WoW. It's so stupid. Like you're paying $15 a month with a really trashy bad game. So on the bottom right, what you'll see is character creation. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on character creation. And it's just like the same with any WoW game. It's Alliance versus Horde, humans versus orcs, vice versa, night elves versus trolls and undead, and all that fun jazz. So once you get here, your mind's going to be blown already because there's 21 classes right in front of you, and you have to pick which one you want to. And every race, a character, if you're a human, dwarf, night elf, gnomes, draenei, Alliance is the best race, or if you want to be Horde, Orc, Undead, Tauren, Trolls, or Blood Elves, any race that you pick determines what class that you can play. So, as you can see right now, I'm on the Dwarf character, and we cannot play as a Starcaller, Blood Mage, Fell Swarm, Reaper, Venomancer. So, if you want to play as a Witch Doctor, you cannot do that, unfortunately, with a Dwarf. Same with the Night Elf. You cannot play as a Witch Doctor as a Night Elf. Same with the Gnome. That is super crazy. Wow. So you can only play the Witch Doctor as a human. What? I didn't know that. Okay. So if you want to play the Witch Doctor on the Alliance side, you have to play as a human, which, to be honest with you, that feels pretty lore oriented because Draenei, gnomes, night elves, dwarves, like reality, they don't do witch doctor stuff. I'm actually curious with the horde. So orcs can be witch doctors. The undead cannot be witch doctors. The Tauren cannot be witch doctors. Trolls can be witch doctors. That's a given. So on the horde side, you can be a witch doctor as a troll or orc. I actually like that. It feels lore oriented, and of course humans do the witch doctor stuff as well. But I'm actually gonna play the witch doctor because I've never tried. I played every other class besides the witch doctor. So you're gonna come here, and as you see, you have different options to pick what your character wants to be like. That actually looks pretty good for a witch doctor. Old and messed up and ugly. Perfect. We're already good. But yeah, this is your character creation. You can name it whatever you want to. I'm gonna say Voodoo, YouTube, without the E. We're in there, and then it's gonna say new to the world. So if you're a new player, you want to click on this one because it gives you a lot of tutorials. New to Ascension. If you're not new to WoW, but you're new to Ascension, I highly recommend doing this one. But this is more oriented for wildcard and free pick. So to be honest with you, to new players and WoW players that are new to Ascension, just stick to disable all tutorials as Ascension veteran because it kind of already does like a tutorial already. But if you guys really do need the help, these two options are good. These options are only really good for free pick or wildcard because there's a lot of different game modes that you can play on WoW Ascension. But that's just my personal pick, so I'm picking on the veteran one. And then we're loading into the game. As you see, it'll do the little tutorial. You can sit in the cut screen if you want to, but you can just press escape, click on it. I have my audio and everything off, so you can't really listen to it anyway if I wanted to try to sit there. So yeah, here we go. We're all in the game. We're started. So for the new players, to start your new quest, you want to look for the yellow explanation marks on top of the characters' heads. And then you want to pick on the quest and then accept. And as the add-on I told you before, with the voiceover, it does actually a voiceover telling you the quest by voice, so you don't have to sit there and read the text. So that's really nice. When you're questing, it'll tell you what the quest is about, so you're not in the dark about it, which is really nice. And actually, I'm actually going to turn on the voice so we can listen to the quest giver.
Greetings. Hey, citizen. You look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help. Ah, good.
And
another volunteer.
One by one.
We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. Going on is a many-fronted battle we wage.
And then we're going to hit accept, and it will actually keep talking
campaign.
about the quest the whole
Your
time
first
while you're
task
walking to the
is one
next
of cleansing
destination.
adventurer. A clan of kobolds have
So that's really
infested the
cool.
woods to the north. Go there and
It'll
fight the
update
kobold
everything
vermin
with
you
all the quest
find.
lines
Reduce their
and all
numbers
that
so
fun
that we
jazz.
may one day drive them from Northshire.
And that's how you start quests, starting your adventure. Before we even start playing or doing anything with the current game, if you have cosmetics through the live client or in the closed beta, depending if you did some supporter packs and helping the game stay alive and all that fun jazz. What this Vanity collection sync will do is that once you click on it, it'll transfer all that stuff, all your cosmetics to the closed beta so you can use it. So that's what this thing does. What you do is you press the N key on your keyboard, and then it'll take you to the Vanity item collection. It'll show you your Harlems, um, tame pets, mounts. I don't think I have any mounts. Convenience items. Let's see. It's just my transmounts again. Oh, I do have some mounts on here. Cool. So I want to do the red skeletal warhorse and transfer that over. And then you click on C to get to your mount. You press on C, click on pets, and then click on the mount tab, and then you'll see all your mounts here. And I really like the red skeletal horse, so I'm going to drag that over here, and then I'm going to click it, and then boom. You can already use your mount at level 1. So that's something to get started on. If you do have the transmogs for your mounts already, you'll be able to mount up automatically if you do have mounts already at level 1. And then after you get your mounts situated, we're actually going to create these very important macros, like super duper important macros. So I'm actually not going to touch them, and I'm actually going to show you guys how much it's a big deal. So I guys want you to listen very carefully and look at the red text in front of my screen. You hear all that whooshing sound in the red text that spells interrupted, target, it's not in front of you, can't do well spell casting and all that fun jazz. As a new player, as an existing player, or just anything in general, this is very annoying to deal with, and it can just really ruin your playstyle. So what you want to do when you create a macro, I already have some custom free ones, but you can click on any design. I'll just leave it on the question mark one, and just you can name it annoying sound 1, and then I'll create the macro, and then it's on there on your bar, and then it's going to be in the description of the YouTube video. You can just copy paste it, and then you just paste that, and that's how you create your macro, and then you create a second one. But I already have both of them here, so I'm going to put it on my bar. So every time I log into the game, I just click these 2 macros and it goes away. So with these 2 combined, and you click both of them while I'm doing right now, so now all you need to do is find an enemy, and then now it's going to be a big difference. So now you can smash the keys, and there's no more red text, there's no nothing, there's no whooshing sound in your rotation, and then it just makes your gameplay a lot better. So yeah, that's definitely a mandatory, especially if you're even playing retail as well. So it's a big game changer with those 2 macros. Makes life a lot better, and it makes playing the game more enjoyable. So the next step is that I'm going to level this character to level 10, and then I will catch you on the flip side.
Have a good one.
There it is. We are level 10 now, and once you hit level 10, you're going to get 3 options. For me, I'm doing the Witch Doctor. I never did the Witch Doctor before, so this is basically like your Ascendancy class. What you're going to be with your Witch Doctor, you could be doing Voodoo, which is a spellcaster, Brewing is the healer class, and Shadow Hunting is like a ranger DPS. So through all the PvP that I've been doing in open beta, I have not seen any Shadow Hunter, Ranger, Bow Rangers at all. So I'm actually going to pick being a Bow Ranger. And then once you select it, it'll give you your new spells and abilities. And then if you hit the N key again, um, bring up your talents, and then it'll show your talent tree from the left to the right. So since we're level 10, you get a talent point each time that you level up, and then you get a point each level starting from left to right. So it gave me 1 point on the left, and I get Mirage. Teleport forward 15 yards, and it gives you 5 spirits. Huh, okay. So it's kind of like a blink. Let me see how that is. Interesting. And what is spirits? Like little... Huh. That's interesting. That's cool. So it's like a blink ability. So this will probably be really good in PvP. So yeah, I got my new abilities. So now I'm a ranger, bow user, and then once you hit level 10, the next step is to further your progression. Once you're hit level 10, just do BGs. And right now we're in the season where people are pretty geared. So when you're doing your battlegrounds, don't get discouraged if you're getting killed a lot, especially when you're just level 10. But yeah, you just keep doing battlegrounds until you level up. It's the fastest way to get XP. And then once you hit level 15, you can do random dungeons and you don't have to mess with the PvP stuff. So I know a lot of people that are PvEers and they just want to do the PvE content. Just do the battlegrounds until you're 15. Just, don't stress at all. Just go through it. Just keep doing the battlegrounds, and then you'll eventually level up to level 15. And then that's the next step we're going to do is get to level 15, and then I'll show you that you can do your dungeon finder and all that stuff. So yeah, to get access to that, you're going to press the I key or hit the I button, and then you can go in here and then you just hit the Q button, and then you'll see your queue. You just move your little add-ons, bubbles around the corner on the top right, and then you'll see your queue right here with the random battleground. We're in queue right now for PvP, and I'm actually surprised it hasn't popped yet because usually level 10 PvP usually pops pretty often. But yeah, and if you don't want to wait around in the BGs, you can just leave. There you go, it popped. So yeah, you'll see there's other people in here. There's quite a few people PvPing right now, and just go through the pain and the struggles. And also for your new abilities, in open beta, everyone gets a nightmare pet. It's this flying little book, and with this flying book, it'll get you your new spells and abilities. And I have a new ability right here, which is Serpent Ward. So I'm going to learn it. And that's the only way that you can learn new skills, by the way, is through these Ascension books. And then now I can place little totem turrets, basically. It's kind of like a little turret. That's what I remember with the Shadow Hunter class. So it's going to be pretty interesting learning how to play this class. I already leveled a max character to level 58 with the Valkyrie, and I'm going to do a video about that tutorial too. I'll catch you guys around level 15. Alright, perfect. We just hit level 15. I just joined the BG too, so that was perfect timing right before a server reset too. So got a free win and got to be level 15, which is great. Let's see. So now that we're level 15, this is pretty much the end of the video of all the important things that you need to know. So all you got to do is press I again, and then the dungeon finder is available now. And then if you're a healer, you queue for a healer. If you're a DPS, you queue for that. Since I'm DPS, I am going to queue for that. And it actually got an insta queue, which is lovely. And then you just enter, and it loads up, and then you're with the leveling group, and then you just do the whole dungeon, and then just rinse and repeat until you're max level. One important thing before I do this dungeon run, I'm going to try to run it before the server crashes, is that once you do a dungeon or PvP, as you just saw, I just got done with the PvP, so you get this little bag called the Battleground Spoils, and you get the same with the dungeon. Um, It'll give you an option of what kind of class that you are. With the Witch Doctor, Ranger class is it's agility, so you pick agility, and it gave me a cape and a fist weapon. So it gave me a blue fist weapon, blue back, and some pants. So now my damage is more insane. I know this video might be a little bit long, but it's all very important detail for you to enjoy your open beta and have a really good time. Every class is unique, and I already got a little hang of it with the Witch Doctor, which is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. This is a really, really fun class to play. I've been having a super great time, just like I've been having a lot of fun with Project Diablo 2. I think those are the two best private server games out there at the moment. And people are always saying like the indie devs are taking over, but I really think it's the private servers that are keeping the old games alive, because Wow Ascension is keeping World of Warcraft pristine and up to date. And then with Project Diablo 2, which is another Blizzard game, they're keeping that game super up to date. Yeah, it's so cool. Like every class is unique. As you can see, I think this is our healer or the DPS class. Like it's literally a spider. The Venomancers or whatever you call it. The whole class is basically a bug. You could be a scorpion. I forgot what the fourth one is, but I know you can be a spider as well, like a spider humanoid, like this person right here, which is really badass. So it's just very unique classes, and we're actually power leveling this dungeon pretty quickly, which is pretty awesome. Um, yeah, so just keep your eyes out. The next video, I'm gonna be doing like little build guides here and there. Um, my Valkyrie class is pretty much done, so I need to do a full video of that. Oh, another thing that's important, you're gonna notice on the bottom right, is with your details and DPS. Don't get discouraged with it because it doesn't scale properly, because most of these guys are high level. Like, let's see, the tank is level 33 and the other DPS is level 30, so they're higher level than you are. So you're only level 10 or level 15. You're only level 15, so your damage DPS is not going to scale so high with the other ones. But yeah, I'm just getting started with this class, and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. I just ran out of mana. And then you have it. That was pretty quick. We got the dungeon done. We got the dungeon done, and that is it. The server is going to reset, so it's a good time to end the video. And then plus I got another bag for, definitely gonna need that. I need some gloves, and I need a helmet. I'm just gonna hit read on that one. So cool, I won the gloves, which is great. And then I'm gonna open the dungeon bag, do agility. Oh, I got a new bow. So yeah, better DPS. That is pretty sick. Oh, I just only got a better bow. I didn't get anything else. That was a good upgrade. So yeah, I'm already getting my character all blued out, replacing the whites. I got some good greens going. And then oh shoot. I got one more thing to tell you guys. Hold up. We got one more important thing to discuss. And lastly, if you're doing PvP and gearing as well, doing PVE content, once you hit level 18, you're going to go into the PvP vendor, which is right here in the main city of Stormwind, right here in Old Town. And then you're going to talk to these vendors once you turn level 18, and then when you hit level 28, you talk to the vendors, and when you reach level 38, you come back here and talk to the vendors, and you make sure you grab these quests right here because they give you tons of honor. So when you reach max level 58, you'll have enough honor points to buy out a full set of PvP gear when you get to level 58 and buy your gear out. And also, when you reach max level, there's two options that she has. The other option is, do you want to buy more of the advanced gear? You hit yes, and this is all the in-game items when you reach level 58. And you just can buy whatever your build is, you buy the gear that you need. And also, you come over here to the 0.5 PvP weapons, and these are level 58 too, and then this will max out your PvP gear. So I hope this video helps for you guys for the week, and also for the future of other content when you're playing open beta or when this game goes live. I hope this was a good tutorial. I hope this helps you guys out there in the field. I hope it makes things less stressful. I hope the macro helps with, the spamming and the whoosh sounds, because I know that can be really, really annoying when you're in combat, and especially in PvP combat, and that whoosh sounding and that red text is just getting in the way of, the immersion of you doing PvP or PvE content. So, yeah, I think that is it. And you guys have a wonderful day.